Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more of a vlog style video, and as you can see, I am in my car. I just had to get out of the house today. Just starting to get a little bit of cabin fever. The older kids are not here. They've been with their dad for the last couple of days, and so it's just felt a little bit emptier than usual. I do still miss them when they're not here. Anyway, so I thought I'd jump in the car. I thought I'd do some driving around. It's really kind of interesting how there's just practically no cars on the road. The day that I'm filming this is on a Sunday, so normally I would expect there to be a lot more cars on the road, and of course that's speaking to a pre-quarantine schedule and lifestyle. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to end up today. I don't think I'm going to be driving around too long. It's kind of windy today, so I didn't want to go for a walk or anything like that. Even though I haven't really gone anywhere since we've been sheltered in place, I am looking at my gas tank and I am noticing that I do need to get some gas. So at the very least, I think I might head over to Costco and grab some gas while I'm out and about doing absolutely nothing. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and see how this goes. There's no one here. It's kind of crazy. Back in the car, I've got the hand sanitizer in full effect. You just never know. Alright, so we got that out of the way, and now where do we go? It is really crazy to me that there was nobody there, although I guess that's to be expected. I mean, if you can't go anywhere, then do you really need gas to go anywhere? I guess not. Well, I guess I'll just continue to drive around until I find something better to do, which is highly unlikely. This was one of my favorite places to go to before this whole shelter-in-place thing started. And now all I can do is just sit outside and look in longingly. This place too, can't forget about Ulta. Thank goodness for online shopping, am I right? Alright, so I just stopped off at a shopping center which is pretty barren and empty. It looks like they have some lines started outside of Sprouts. They're doing that whole social distancing thing where they have the spots where you can stand 6 feet apart, which is great. It's really interesting just kind of looking at the parking lot and looking at all the empty spaces when I know that on a regular day, if we weren't sheltered in place, this shopping center would just be packed. And it's really just kind of sad to me. I mean, I'm thankful that we are sheltered in place because I do think that it's doing something to flatten the curve and to promote the health and safety of everyone in California. But it's just kind of sad when I sit here and think about how we've been sheltered in place for what, 2 months now? Almost 2 months now, and this is sort of our way of life now. This is sort of our new normal. Even just thinking about how things are going to be once things get back to normal, whatever that means, it's just going to look completely different than it did before all of this. I mean, maybe it is going to be a good thing because it means that people will be more conscious of their health in general, not just for this virus, but just for illnesses in general. I've just heard different things about how things are just going to look so different. I mean, school could potentially look very different. Offices could potentially look very different. Restaurants potentially. Just everybody's way of life just completely upended. Really interesting just to see how that all is unfolding, and also just how it's affecting businesses. I mean, I just know that just realizing that there are a lot of businesses, particularly small businesses, that, you know, they can't withstand not being open. And so I get sort of the balance. I get why in some states they are feeling the need and the pressure to open, but at the same time, it's like doing that I don't feel is the best option, because that's just going to mean that people are going to get sick and continue to get sick. And until you're sheltered in place, until you're completely on lockdown, I just don't see how we're going to be able to move ahead. I guess I'm definitely feeling like this is getting old. I mean, I am an introvert by nature. For the most part, I don't like to be around a lot of people. I prefer to just stay inside and not really go anywhere. But I also like to have the option of going somewhere. So I guess it's just a little bit different for me. And I'm sure that there's plenty of people out there who probably share the same sentiments that I'm feeling right now, where you just feel kind of trapped. I mean, there are times when I feel like I just need to get out of the house. And in a case like today, where I did get myself out of the house, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm out of the house, but where do I go now? I mean, before this whole shelter in place thing started, if I wanted to get myself out of the house, I would just leave the house and just go walk around Ulta or walk around Home Goods or walk around Marshall's for a little while. Even just going to the grocery store. I pretty much went to the grocery store every single day. Obviously, I can't really do that right now, just the way things are. It wouldn't be the smart thing for me to do. So I'm just kind of left to my own devices to just kind of figure out, what do I do? How do I manage this? So I guess I'm just kind of curious, how are other people managing this? How are other people handling being out of a job, being recently laid off, potentially having no health insurance? Or, you know, if you are fortunate enough to be working still, how are you handling being at home with either your older kids or your babies or your toddlers? I mean, I know for me, it is a struggle. Toddlers are hard work. Teenagers are hard work too, but just, I feel like that's just sort of on another level. It's more of an emotional game than it is, you know, the physical game with the toddlers. Toddlers are just nonstop. They just got so much energy. I guess I'm just wondering how people balance things. The way that I'm working at balancing things with my job is I have my meetings during the daytime and I try to get some other work done during the daytime, but the rest of my time during the day is spent giving my husband some time so that he can get work done. And then the rest of my time is spent doing work at night, because that's really the only time that I have to focus on work when the toddler isn't running around all over the place. Just trying to figure out how to balance everything and how to fit this in with our lifestyle, and just realizing that this is how things are going to be for a while and being okay with it. I had a really hard time with this in the beginning. I feel like I kind of leveled off for a while, and then, I don't know, today just was hard. Can I also just say major props to all the teachers? I mean, we're parents and we're currently doing the job of parents, teachers, homemakers, full-time workers. We're doing it all at this point, and it's hard being a teacher. I know this from being a teacher in the field myself, but at the same time, it's been a long time since I've been in the field. I just kind of forget how much energy they have, and just for me, because I'm in the field of education, I feel a need to just kind of keep her busy all the time. And I'm not the type of parent that I just want to put her in front of the screen. And I will be honest with you, before this whole shelter in place thing happened, I had never let her see a movie before. Now that we're sheltered in place and we're just with her all the time, there are no rules anymore, I feel like. The unspoken rule is that there are no rules anymore. And I guess that you have to do what you have to do. If you have to get your work done and you don't have someone else in your household to help you to balance those things, by all means, give your child that form of entertainment so that you can get your work done, so that you can make that paycheck, so that you can put food on the table for your family, so that you can continue to pay rent. It's okay. The kids will be okay. And the thing is too, that I just kind of try to keep telling myself, although even that's hard sometimes, is that this is only temporary. But it does just make me wonder, when are things going to get back to normal? I will also say that while it is nice that some of the restrictions of shelter in place have been slightly modified and lifted, it makes me a little nervous just going back out into the world. What are things going to look like once we go back? And you know, it's just making me think that maybe I'm not gonna just decide one day that I just want to go out to peruse Home Goods because I have nothing better to do. I'm sorry, but it's just gonna make me a little bit more fearful of going out into the public. I think I had left off talking about the teachers and how I just have so much respect for them doing the job that they do every day. I mean, we really just, when we are parents who are working in our day-to-day jobs and our kids are being taken care of by teachers who are at the elementary school level, high school level, preschool level, we really just don't understand the complexity complexity of taking care of children slash kids slash teenagers. And being someone who works in the field of early childhood, I am just hopeful that this experience, if nothing else, sheds some light on the value of childcare workers, teachers, all of those people, along with, of course, all of the other essential workers who are out there just doing the things that they need to do. The people who are working at the banks, the people who are working at the grocery stores, the people who are working in the hospitals, people who are delivering our trillions upon trillions of Amazon packages and all of this other stuff that we're trying to access online because we can't go into the stores anymore. I'm just so grateful and thankful for those people who are just literally putting their lives at risk on a daily basis, and just hopeful that other people see things that way too, and in an attempt to kind of get things back to normal, whatever that normal may look like, do your part, do your social distancing part, stay inside, or at least just stay away from other people. Make sure you wear your face mask. You know, the other thing that's really interesting to me that I just don't quite get is when I'm driving and I see people in other cars and they're wearing their face masks and they're just like by themselves. I mean, I'm sitting here with my face mask on in my car, I've got the AC running, and I like really want to just take this off. I don't understand. I mean, thank you, I guess, to those people who wear their face masks in their car, but like, is it really necessary? I mean, at what point is it overkill? And there are quite a few people out there that I have seen wearing their face masks in their car. I mean, I get if you're ordering something through the drive-thru and you don't want to spew germs everywhere to the person who's taking your order, but if you're just driving along in your car, there's not even anyone else in your car, I'm not sure that that's necessary. I had to take that off. Now I can breathe. Alright guys, well I think that is going to conclude this vlog style video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for taking the time to listen to my rant. I am kind of curious to hear about how everyone else is doing out there, so feel free to go ahead and drop a comment down below. I'd also love to know what you thought about this vlog style video. It is a little bit different than what I normally do. If you'd like to see more vlog style videos like this in the future, go ahead and let me know as well. If you did like this video, go ahead and give this a thumbs up. I am going to go ahead and leave a playlist of some of my other videos on my channel right here so that you can watch them while you're sheltered in place. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see some of the things that I have in store for you on my channel. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.